Hi, my name is Aquessy and I'm here to accept the Knot Challenge for the World Pathfinder Day 2019. Before you start with any knot, you need a rope, as you can all see, and you need a long rope. And there are three parts to a rope. We have the working part, which is always the shorter part of the rope. We have the standing, which is always the longer part of the rope. And we have the loop. That is always the working part of the rope. Okay, so before I begin, we're going to start with a bight, and this is how to form a bight. A bight is a loop joined together. So you join two ropes or two ends of a rope together to form a bight. Okay, so we continue. The working is going to go over the standing like this, forming a loop. So the first one was a bight, and now we have a loop. So the loop is always formed, putting the working on the standing, just like that. That's a loop. So now we're going to form an overhand. So an overhand knot is formed using the second one, which is the loop, going inside the loop. So the working is going to go over the standing and inside the loop, forming an overhand knot. With the overhand knot, we can always go round and round to the left side, forming a surgeon's knot. So, the same thing again, a loop, overhand. Then now, instead of going to the left side to form a surgeon's knot, we're going to go to the right side of the loop to form a timber hitch. So now from that, we're going to go over again, a loop, overhand. Then now, instead of going to the left to form a surgeon's knot, or to the right of the loop to form a timber hitch, now we're going to go over to form another overhand. So if I'm able to move in and out, that's a square knot, or the English knot. The same thing again, loop, overhand, and now instead of going to the left side or using the working on the standing, now we're going to use the standing on the working. And now I can move. We can all see that. The square knot is going to move, or the English knot is going to move, but now I'm not able to move, so meaning this is a granny knot. And a granny knot is always a step-on knot. So let's go over everything again. Our bight, 1. Our loop, 2. Our loop, forming an overhand, 3. Moving to the left side of the loop, which is 4. That's a surgeon's knot. A loop, an overhand. Now I move to the right side of the loop, forming a timber hitch. A loop, an overhand, another overhand. If I'm able to move in and out, that's a square knot, or English knot. Loop, overhand. Now I go with the standing to form another overhand. If I'm not able to move, that's a granny knot. So now we're going to form a figure of 8, which is a stopper knot. So loop, we take our loop in, we take our working in and inside the loop, forming a figure of 8 knot. This is also a stopper knot. This knot is identified by how it looks. It looks like 8, so that's a figure of 8 knot. now we're going to form a slip knot. A slip knot is always formed by a loop, and you going round the loop inside and out of the loop, like forming an overhand right on the standard. Forming an overhand on the standard. So that's a slip knot. This is what we use in Ghana to chichiri ojang. So when you put it on the ojang, I think that should be it. Thank you guys.